What if I told you that you could save hundreds, or even thousands of dollars this year without giving up the things you love? Sounds impossible, right? Well, it's not. In this video, I'm going to break down 10 simple, proven strategies to cut your everyday expenses and keep more money in your pocket where it belongs. We're talking practical tips you can start using today to make a real difference in your finances. Let's get started. Look, I get it, nobody budgeting, but trust me, this is the foundation of everything else we're going to talk about. You can't save money if you don't know where it's going. That morning coffee, those after-work drinks, it all adds up. The good news is tracking your spending is easier than ever. There are tons of apps out there like Mint, Personal Capital, or even just a simple spreadsheet. Connect your bank accounts and credit cards and let the app do the heavy lifting. Spend a couple of weeks really paying attention to where your money goes. You'll be shocked to see those little expenses adding up. Once you have a clear picture of your spending habits, you can start looking for areas to cut back and save. And don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to give up everything you enjoy. It's about making conscious choices and finding a balance that works for you. Maybe you cut back on eating out once a week and put that money towards a vacation fund instead. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand your spending, the more control you'll have over your financial future. Alright, let's talk about something we all love. Rewards. Seriously, if you're not taking advantage of loyalty programs and cashback apps, you're leaving money on the table. Think about it. You're already spending money on groceries, gas, and online purchases. Why not get rewarded for it? Sign up for loyalty programs at your favorite stores. These programs often offer exclusive discounts, points you can redeem for rewards, and even free stuff on your birthday. Next, download a few cashback apps like Rakuten, Honey, or Ibotta. These apps partner with tons of online retailers and offer cashback on your purchases. All you have to do is click through their app before you shop, and boom, you get money back. I've personally saved thousands of dollars using these strategies. It's basically free money and every little bit adds up. So start earning rewards for your everyday spending. This is a game changer that most people overlook. You have more power than you think when it comes to your monthly bills. Don't be afraid to negotiate. Start with your internet and cable providers. Call them up and ask for a better rate. Be polite but firm. Let them know you're considering switching to a competitor if they can't offer you a better deal. Trust me, they'd rather keep you as a customer than lose you to the competition. Next, look into your insurance policies. Shop around and compare rates from different companies. You might be surprised to find a better deal that saves you hundreds of dollars per year. The same goes for your cell phone plan. Are you using all the data and features you're paying for? If not, consider downgrading to a cheaper plan. Or even better, switch to a discount carrier. You'll get the same great service for a fraction of the cost. Remember, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. The more proactive you are about negotiating your bills, the more money you'll save. Let's be real. Food is a major expense for all of us, but it doesn't have to break the bank. The key is to be smart about your grocery shopping and meal prep. First things first, plan your meals for the week ahead of time. This will help you avoid those last-minute impulse buys at the grocery store. Check out weekly flyers and coupons to find the best deals on the ingredients you need. Don't be afraid to buy in bulk for items you use regularly, especially non-perishables like rice, pasta, or canned goods. And when it comes to produce, consider buying frozen or canned fruits and veggies. They're just as nutritious as fresh produce and often much cheaper. Once you've got your groceries, take some time to meal prep. This could mean chopping veggies, cooking a big batch of grains, or even assembling full meals for the week. Not only will this save you time and money, but it'll also help you make healthier choices throughout the week. Okay, this one might seem intimidating, but hear me out. You don't need to be a professional contractor to tackle basic home maintenance tasks. There are tons of resources available online, like YouTube tutorials, that can teach you how to do basic repairs yourself. Think about it. How much would it cost to hire someone to fix a leaky faucet? Or to paint a room? Probably a lot more than you'd spend doing it yourself. Plus, you'll gain valuable skills along the way. Start small. Learn how to change air filters, unclog a drain, or patch a hole in the wall. These are all relatively easy tasks that can save you a significant amount of money in the long run. Of course, if it's a major repair, or you're not comfortable doing it yourself, by all means, call a professional. But for those smaller tasks, roll up your sleeves and give it a try. We've all been there. You're scrolling online and suddenly you see it. The perfect pair of shoes, the latest tech gadget, the must-have kitchen appliance, and before you know it, you've clicked buy now without even thinking twice. Impulse purchases are budget killers. They can derail your savings goals faster than you can say credit card debt. But there's a simple solution, the 24-hour rule. Here's how it works. Whenever you're tempted to make an impulse purchase, force yourself to wait 24 hours before buying it. During that time, think about whether you really need it, whether you can afford it, and whether it aligns with your financial goals. Chances are, after 24 hours, the urge to buy will have passed. And if you still really want it, you can always buy it then. But more often than not, you'll realize you didn't need it after all. This is one of my favorite money-saving hacks. Did you know that you can get paid to shop online? Seriously! With price tracking tools and cashback websites, you'll never have to pay full price again. Let's start with price tracking. Websites and browser extensions like Honey, Camel, and PriceRunner track prices over time and notify you when the price drops on items you've been eyeing. Imagine this, you've been wanting a new TV. You find one you like, but it's a bit pricey. Instead of rushing into a purchase, you add it to your watch list on Camel. A few weeks later, you get an email notification that the price has dropped by 20%. That's a sweet deal, and you just saved yourself a good chunk of change. Now let's talk about cashback websites. These are platforms like Rakuten and Top Cashback that partner with thousands of online retailers. All you have to do is click through their website before you make a purchase, and you'll earn a percentage of your purchase back in cash. It's literally free money. Plus, it stacks with other discounts and coupons. So, not only are you getting the best possible price, but you're also earning cash back on top of that. Let's talk about a common misconception, that fresh food is always better and that frozen or canned foods are less nutritious. That's not necessarily true. Frozen and canned fruits, vegetables, and even proteins can be just as nutritious as fresh options and often much cheaper, especially when fresh produce is not in season. Fresh produce starts to lose its nutrients as soon as it's picked. By the time it reaches your grocery store shelves, it might have been traveling for days or even weeks. Frozen and canned produce, on the other hand, is often picked and processed at peak ripeness, which helps preserve its nutrients. Plus, frozen and canned foods have a much longer shelf life, so you're less likely to end up throwing away spoiled food, which saves you money in the long run. So, stock up on frozen berries for smoothies, canned tomatoes for sauces, and frozen veggies for stir-fries. Your wallet and your taste buds will thank you. We're creatures of habit, right? So, let's use that to our advantage and automate our savings. The idea is simple. Make saving money automatic so you don't even have to think about it. The easiest way to do this is to set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account every time you get paid. Even if it's just a small amount, like $20 or $50 per paycheck, it adds up over time. Think of it like paying yourself first. Before you even have a chance to spend the money, you're already setting aside a portion of it for your future self. Another way to automate your savings is to use a micro-investing app like Acorns or Stash. These apps round up your everyday purchases to the nearest dollar and invest the spare change. So if you buy a coffee for $2.50, the app will round it up to $3 and invest the extra 50 cents. It's a painless and effortless way to start investing even if you only have a few dollars to spare. Remember, the key to building wealth is consistency, and automating your savings is the easiest way to stay consistent. Saving money isn't a one-time thing, it's a journey. It's about building sustainable financial habits that will serve you well in the long run. And the key to building lasting habits is to stay organized and consistent. First, find a system for tracking your expenses and income that works for you. Whether it's a budgeting app, a spreadsheet, or a good old-fashioned notebook, the important thing is to find a method you'll actually stick with. Next, make it a habit to review your budget regularly. At least once a month, sit down and analyze your spending habits. Are you on track to reach your savings goals? Are there any areas where you can cut back? And finally, don't be afraid to adjust your budget as needed. Life is full of surprises, and your financial situation will likely change over time. That's perfectly normal. The key is to be flexible and adapt your budget accordingly. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be ups and downs along the way, but the important thing is to stay focused on your goals, make adjustments as needed, and never give up on your financial dreams. Saving money doesn't have to be hard. With these 10 simple strategies, you can take control of your finances and start building a brighter future today. So, what are you waiting for? Pick one tip to try this week and let me know how it goes in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more money-saving tips. Don't forget to check out the link in the description for a free guide to saving money on everyday expenses.